years?
I was born in 1923.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years, see?
So you're just a young one here.
Just 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
I
Yeah.
was afraid I turned to 78.
Well, I just turned 80 and I can't believe it. I can't believe
I don't
I'm
believe
saying it.
I don't believe it either. I have that.
Yeah, I always, women are not supposed to tell their age, you know,
Oh,
but I just can't, I'm just so amazed that I've gotten here that I tell everybody.
I tell you, we know hiding in our country.
Yeah.
But some women don't like it. I remember my mother-in-law, she don't like to tell.
She
said,
didn't?
don't tell her how old I am.
Oh, well, my mother was the same way.
You know,
Yeah.
but I'm not that way.
No, I just think it's a miracle if I've lived this long.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now, I think that you have a real miracle that you've lived this long.
Yes.
You know, considering where you started from,
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about the name of your village. Can you what was it?
Lutensky Budyszcze.
say that slow because
Lutensky Budyszcze.
Lusanska,
Lutensky.
U starts with a U.
With you.
Lusanski
Lutensky Budyszcze.
Okay, and that is in the Ukraine.
Ukrainian.
Okay, and how large was your village?
Oh, our village was kind of big. Maybe like Albion, maybe a little bit smaller, but not too much.
Like Albion or a little smaller then?
Not too much smaller.
Then it really was a town
Because
rather
I
than a village.
remember we have 4 collectives. That's a big,
Uh-huh.
that's they name every collective. And
Now explain to me what you mean by a college.
collective,
Yeah.
see, when the Soviet Union came, they take from the farm all land,
Yeah.
everything.
The Soviets came first. The Russians
In
invaded
the
first.
Russian, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And they took all land from the farmer,
Uh-huh.
took it like horses and all tools what you work in land, took it
Uh-huh.
everything.
Well, they took your tools and everything?
Everything, oh
Uh-huh.
yes. And they took even building.
Well, they carried away your buildings?
Building who kept hay and straw
Okay,
and the machine was to use it,
right.
everything in there, they took it away.
They just about stripped the country then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just left house and small we kept, that's, you go with the leather deep potato we keep there.
Oh, like
Okay.
a
Pickles and sauerkraut.
oh, I know what you
beets,
mean.
and,
Yeah.
here we have a basement of it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
all
what they
country
call that.
different.
We have a name for that too.
Yeah,
My grandmother had one.
yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know English how.
Well, I can't think of it either, so we're even.
They call pogreb.
Yeah, you called it what?
Pogreb. Pogreb, that's where we keep potato and beets and sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Fresh cabbage, when you have everything. That's nice to grow and cool in the winter
Yeah.
time. It's cold in there
Right.
because we don't have like here refrigerator or freezer. And we kept in there.
You kept your root things and did you have apples and?
Apples we have, yeah. Usually apples we eat dry.
Oh, you dried them?
Dried, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not kept very much fresh because.
Then you were on a farm more, were you on a farm? Your parents?
Yeah, my parents was on a farm, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And the Russians came, the Soviets, the
Soviet
Soviets,
Union came.
and this was in Stalin's time?
Stalin, well, first, I was not born then when Lenin was
Oh,
first.
Lenin, okay.
I think he got killed in 24, if I know that.
Okay.
And then Stalin came,
Yeah.
he is Moser.
He was worse.
He is worse, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then they took everything, then 1933, they took everything from Ukraine, and make a starvation.
You starved then.
We starved, a lot of people died
Yeah.
on starvation.
Yeah.
I don't know how I survived. How I survived. My baby sister died. My grandparents died. My own
Your
girl-
family then?
Yeah, when my family just me left, father and mother.
Just
Yeah.
your father and mother left?
Yeah,
Oh.
and one uncle, his kids died, and wife died. The whole family
The
gone.
whole family's gone.
Whole family. Two aunts survived. Kids all died. So.
Mercy. Well then, after that, you were invaded by Hitler's Germans, weren't you?
Yeah, then when German come 1941.
1941.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 1942, he took us to Germany to work.
You were taken as a youngster to Germany to work then?
Yeah, to work.
Okay.
I was
Were
17
you
at the
alone?
time. Alone, yeah.
You were how old?
17.
And you were taken to work in a factory?
Factory, yeah. I was 2 years working factory. Then I got sick. I was lucky. Just they put me in Catholic hospital. And so I lay there for 3 months. Then the nun wanted me to stay work in hospital. So we went lots of offices and they question you if I want to go back to factory and I keep telling I want to work in hospital. So they let me go. I was lucky.
You were lucky then.
Yeah, one girl with me, I worked together with her. They sent her to different hospital and the doctor gave her like a fist in her chest and let her go and she come and she gets sick. And then they took it, her, nobody know where.
She just gone.
God, I just heard that they said they gave it you medicine, you go. But I
See,
don't know.
but you don't know what happened to
Don't know, nobody know.
her. Nobody knows.
Who got sick, they cannot cure. They just send them to some concentration.
Concentration camp.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
They never come in life.
How did the Germans transport you how did you get from your town in the Ukraine into this
Well,
Germany?
They took us with big truck
Uh-huh.
to a bigger city, and then they put us on a train.
Oh, you went
We,
by truck, they hauled you on trucks? Were
Yeah.
there a lot of people in the
lot
truck?
of full.
Just packed full?
Just packed full truck.
Oh.
And take to the bigger city, there was a train,
Mhm.
maybe 30 miles from our village.
How many?
30 miles.
30 miles then.
Yeah, it's
What was the biggest city near your town?
well, Zinkiv and then Poltava. Zinkiv was 10 miles from us.
I see.
Kilometers, I think.
Yeah,
Kilometer, I don't know, it's bigger than
A little bit longer than
Longer,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
30 kilometers.
Uh-huh.
And so they took us there. And Poltava was 80 miles. 80
Did they feed you
kilometers.
along the way?
They gave a couple of loaf bread
Yeah.
comes some kind of sausage. And was in the train 40 people, and everybody get a small piece of
Small
bread.
piece of bread.
And very thin slice wurst, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
water they gave us,
Yeah.
that's all.
Did some of them die along the way getting there?
No,
Fortunately, they made that
No.
then.
no.
And then they put them on a train
And
and
the
took
train,
them in. Whereabouts in Germany? You said you went into a factory.
yeah, they brought us with the train in some big, it's more like in woods. It's got a fence with pokey, this,
Oh, barbed wire?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
can nobody run away.
Right,
And then we sit there, and from the town came people take for work.
they just go pick up workers
Yeah,
out of
workers
out
out
of this
there,
kind
yeah.
of a barbed wire
Yeah,
closure.
and when they picked up a bunch, and
Uh-huh.
they take us again to the train and bring to the town.
Okay.
And from the town, from the train was not too far to walk to the.
Were there any children in that group, or were there men and women, or children, or?
Was some woman, and woman and husband, and some was single. Most single was there.
Uh-huh,
Most single, young girls
yeah.
and some boys.
Then there weren't many left in your village.
No. A lot of, and after I gone, still more took it.
They took more after
Yeah,
you?
because my cousins was in Germany too, even my uncle was in Germany.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but they go back home,
Yeah.
and I was not going. The nun told me, don't go, they're still standing there, they told me, so
Yeah.
they saved my life.
Yeah. I heard you say that you felt the nuns saved your life too.
Yeah, that's not not save me. If they don't take me to the hospital to work, I might be dead, because Ladiko's dead. It's Bob Fall, and dead. Not many left life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's happened. And then when after war done, and this was 45, I think, and around 46 or 7 in the year, the communist was in that town, this was Hanawa mine, and they come in and to go to farmer, was in farmer people work, or I don't know how to find out, as I work in the hospital, and they come and try to pick me up.
Yeah.
And she came and talked to me Russian. I understood this. She wanted to take me to speak to some man, and I told the nun that she wanted me to take, and she says, "Wait, I go with you."
The nun went with you.
With me.
Yeah.
And when we go there, they told me that I get packed and go to the woody stay big building, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And because I'm supposed to go home.
yeah.
And then the girl told me, why you tell her? You should not tell. If I not tell none, when we did, they just took me in jeep and took it.
You'd have
And
gone. You
I-
don't know where.
Well, when the nun was, they cannot do that.
Yeah.
And so when we coming back, the nun packed me and took in some village. And I
She
stayed.
hid you then.
They hided me for 2 weeks.
She hid you.
Yeah, and then when I come back, I kind of hiding myself. I work, I would try not to talk to people much.
Yeah.
And because people come in some Ukrainian or Russian, or there were big building, all kind of national, Polish.
Whereabouts was that in Germany?
That's Hanawa mine,
And now
a mine,
I'm mine.
yeah.
Okay.
And they come, and lots of times they not take me, because like Polish or Ukrainian or Russian, they don't
They were
know
all
German.
mixed up, weren't
Mixed
they?
up, yes.
Yeah, they'd been hauled in there from
Yeah.
all over.
And I understand both,
I
Russian or Ukrainian or Polish,
Uh-huh.
and I understood good in German talk that
German,
time.
yeah.
And when they make X-ray or doctor some ask, they tell me and I tell doctor or no
Yeah.
nurse. So
Yeah.
that's why. And then they stopped to do this when
Yeah.
that's happened, because they knew that they taken me.
Yeah. Well, how do you remember anything about where they hid you, the place where they hid you?
Oh, just a good friend on a farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
They did that for each other, didn't they? So
Yes.
they would hide their relatives, and
Yes.
hide their friends.
Yes, they do. You do.
And it was dangerous to do that, wasn't it?
Danger, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was by dinner people, I know allowed go outside, and if anybody come to dinner house, I go hide in basement.
Yeah.
And we, so that way.
You were telling me once about the Russians came to your house when you were really small, and your mother said, "Don't you speak?"
Oh yeah, that's when they come in to look for, if we have some flour in house or weeds or some kind of beans or whatever. She took from house to house. When they find a little bit, she took it. Well, my mother put some kind, like he had done with cement, but we have something different. She did it there, make white, and then put the chair there and sit. She says, sit there and play. And I sit there and play.
Sat and played.
And played. They still don't get it, the stuff. That's why we said, well, because my aunt and uncle, they have a cow and a little bit of flour and stuff that they try to hide. And they thought maybe my mother can save some.
Yeah.
Because my father was gone in jail because house burned up.
Oh, how did that happen?
We don't know how they burn up. I'm suffering there too. And so it's my mother, they came and got us. We don't know where and why, and don't say anything. Does it take something to eat? And baby was too.
Yeah.
And we sat for 3 days on a bench. No water, no food, no nothing. And they
took you to a jail.
like a jail, yeah.
Yeah.
And they take mother and keep for half hour or whole hour and keep put not gun under the smaller how you call it.
Yeah.
And just tell you burn house. This I hear when my mother told her relatives. And she says, I know burn.
Well, they were blaming your family for burning
Family,
your
yeah,
house.
blame.
But you don't know how the house burned.
We don't
but they
know.
blamed you.
They blamed mother and father, yeah.
I see.
And I sit with the baby holding. I was 7 years old
You were
that time.
holding the baby, yeah?
Yeah, I hold baby, but she come. Baby got wet. My mother diapers dry on her body.
Yeah. Yeah.
The baby cry hungry, and,
Oh, I'm sure.
and one lady brought very little board from the squash. That's what we had in 3 days.
Somebody, were they from the
Some lady worked there.
Oh, that worked
she
there.
was
Yeah.
sorry. She brought like for children, for the
Right.
baby. So I don't think
Right.
that's my mother even touched me. She fed baby and fed me, and
Yeah.
maybe got a spoon, maybe not.
She had her hands full there with no food and a baby, didn't she?
Yeah, we have a
Yeah.
hands full.
And
yeah.
they never knew how your house burned. Do you think
No.
they burned your house and then blamed you, or what was it?
I don't know. Our yard was there's a lot of people go through.
I see.
Maybe somebody threw cigarettes,
Well, that could be.
and the houses was covered with a straw.
Oh, yeah, you had the straw
Yeah, straw.
thatch roof, didn't you?
That's easy. And
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
some young one maybe
Yeah,
threw
yeah,
cigarettes and they
yeah.
started that way. Who knows? We don't know.
Yeah. Thatch roofs are interesting.
Yeah, that's
Sort of.
sort. Yeah.
You get birds in them and all sorts of, like little mice and, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Then we come back and I remember my mom cooked some and stay everything on the stove.
Mhm.
We eat everything. We were so hungry.
I bet you were.
We
You
called-
were 7 years old when
Yeah.
this one happened. What happened to
This
your,
is about
to the baby?
32.
In what?
That's why in 1932.
32.
And baby died in 1933 when the starvation came.
They starved. Yeah.
Yeah, because she cannot eat, no,
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
too much. I went and some pick up grass what you can eat. I don't know
Right.
how you exactly call it. It's not grass, but grow that high and you can eat that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well, there are some greens that you
Yeah,
can't
greens,
eat,
yeah.
and people will eat when they're starving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from the tree we took a leaf and dry it, you know, and then make a
Make-
pancake for that. I mean,
Yeah.
water, no oil, no nothing,
No.
only water.
Mhm.
Somehow we eat this. Oh, God.
Now, if you were on a farm, go back when your family was together,
Yeah.
what kind of things did your folks raise on your farm?
Well, we raise wheat,
Wheat?
corn,
Uh-huh.
and potato, beets, and squashes, all kind of cucumber.
You had
cabbage.
garden stuff.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have.
I know you're a good gardener.
Yeah.
You had the most beautiful garden.
I'm not anymore so good.
You
but-
have a green thumb.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what we did.
Well, then, were you the only one left of your family?
I'm only one. Yeah.
The only one
I'm
left?
oldest and only one left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then, you came to Albion. You were married when you came to Albion,
Yes, I
weren't
was
you?
married.
How did you meet your husband in Germany?
Well, that's
Or
in-
did you go back to the Ukraine?
No. In Germany, I meet Ukrainian.
I see.
I
He was
married-
Ukrainian.
Yeah, he was Ukrainian. I married in Germany, and I
Okay.
come to America. But he was not very long, 4 years and a half.
Mhm.
1950 we come.
Yeah.
And 1955, in February, he got killed in car accident.
Ooh.
So I was for 3 years by myself, and then I had a friend here in Albion, and he brought me man. So I got married here.
Yeah. And what was your
That is-
first husband's name?
John Timchenko.
Timchenko. Yeah, I remember that name.
The girls was Timchenko,
Yeah.
Maria and Tanya.
They were in school.
Yes, they was.
I think I had them as students.
Maybe you
I think
had
they
it.
did, yeah.
Maybe you had it.
What was your husband's special skills?
My first husband, he was a good tailor and good carpenter. He was. He come to America, he worked carpenter.
He was a carpenter here then, yeah.
Yeah, he worked on building.
Mhm.
They building schools that time, some church building. He was working there.
Mhm. Did he work on any buildings around here then?
He might, I don't know.
Yeah.
That I really don't know, because he went out of town from Jackson. We live in Jackson.
Oh, yeah,
He
okay.
wasn't going in our town. I remember in Ann Arbor he went, and I don't know wherever else.
Uh,
Don't remember anymore.
Well, I wonder why.
I wonder why. Yeah, went through.
I was gonna ask you, you speak several languages. Where did you go to school?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I
Okay.
just learned.
And then, you must have been exposed to the Polish, if you understood Polish.
And I understood. I live in Jackson, live with the Polish neighborhood. And I
I
learned from
see.
the
You learned,
Polish people.
okay, and then you understood Russian.
I understood Russian, not perfect, but I
Yeah.
understand when they talk, some maybe words I don't, big words, but so,
Okay.
I understood.
Well, then you kind of learned Russian to survive, I suspect, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I learned to survive.
Yeah. When did your folks, when did your dad and mother die then?
My mama died in 1935.
35.
And my father died in 1990. He lived long. He got married second time. So
Is he still in the Ukraine? Was he
No.
still?
he wasn't, but he died.
Yeah, yeah, but he stayed in that.
He
area.
stayed in
Yeah.
the same village, yes.
Okay,
Because she had another wife and has kids.
okay.
I take care of the kids.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, when I was still home.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because in short time after my mom passed away, he ran away and married.
Well, she lived through a rough time if you were in
Yes.
starvation
Yeah,
and
well,
children dying, and
yeah,
that would be
this was
hard
sad.
for a woman to cope with.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Well, then, if there was a school, you didn't have a chance to go to.
I don't have a chance to go because kids coming, the parents have to go to work in the collective, and I
In a
have to stay,
collective, yeah.
and I have to stay with small children.
You were taking care of kids.
Take care of kids and take care of garden we have, and
That's
children.
why you're such a good gardener.
Yeah. So live plenty.
Yeah. Well, were there churches in your village?
Um, There was church before Soviet Union. When Soviet Union came to destroy everything, knock down church, the priest all took it, some killed, some put it to like Siberia or what, some other places that they have to work hard just to die. They say they don't use it, but they let people work just to die. A lot of from village took it, good people, teachers, so educated people, good, because they knew that they don't care for Soviet Union.
Yeah. Work them until they die.
Yeah.
Well, educated people can be a danger, I suppose.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but they do that. They did that, I know.
Yeah,
They did
they
that.
did that, yes.
If, I was thinking about the kinds of food you had when you were a girl at home. I mean,
Oh, my
before the
God.
starvation time.
Before starvation, we have enough bread, potato, and oil, sometimes they kill pig. After they took everything from Ukrainian, just, they even don't have bread, no potato, no nothing. We live from the grass.
Yeah. Did they take your animals, the horses and
Everything took
chickens and
Yeah, so
everything?
everything to go out. And then we can keep it anymore, chicken or pig or whatever. There's no food to feed.
Yeah, yeah, you have to have feed for livestock, don't you?
Yes, you
Yeah.
have to feed. We don't have
Yeah.
food for
Yeah.
dinner. We hardly have it for us. We don't have now, don't have enough potato. We don't have enough bread. 1939, almost was like in 1932, 33.
Same, didn't
There's
get,
no food. Well, my mother, she make linen. And my father took, we have some goat. He sold the goat and take the linen and went how far away, some places that we can change for the linen.
or barter
Wheat,
and
yeah.
shade, yeah.
Yeah, wheat, and he did that, he brought it, that we had, that's why the way we survived. But then we no got it anymore because to make an or dress or whatever you needed. We could not, we have to patch what's left.
Did she have a weaving loom? Did she have a loom where she made cloth?
Yeah,
She did.
yeah,
And one of these you pull
Yeah,
back and
yes,
forth
yes,
like
that's
this?
what we had, yeah.
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 Did she use linen?
Linen, yeah. No, it's linen and different, I don't know exactly how.
Cotton? Wasn't cotton?
It's linen.
Wool?
No, not wool. It's cotton, Moser.
Flax.
Yeah. We grow and sell this stuff. It's look like here the marijuana.
I think, well, the reason I
And
asked
from
was,
there, we grow and then tear it up, put in bunch, and put in the water and let the Sophia to eat.
Oh,
And
kind
then
of
dry
like,
out.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it.
That's, I don't know English either, it's priadigo.
Flax.
Flax. Oh, flax, yes,
Yes.
see, flax. That's right.
The reason I was curious is that in the Tracy and Bob's family, I found that they were linen weavers, and that's what caught my attention. And that they grew a lot of flax in that particular area.
In our
And
country.
you grow it,
grow
and then
it
you
too.
use it,
Yeah, we
and it makes beautiful fabric.
Yeah, beautiful.
Heavy,
Yeah.
heavy, beautiful fabric.
Yeah.
I've got some of it.
Oh.
Yeah,
see.
I'll show you. We live next door to each other here. She likes garage sales.
Yeah. I will have pretty soon, they brought me whole bunch.
We got more, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
lots of dishes, lots of everything.
I was thinking of your grandparents' time. How was it different from your parents' time? Was it pretty much the same as the years went by and the change came about after the war?
I not much remember from my grandparents, because my grandpa died, I was maybe 4 years or 5 years. I just remember that he hurt my cousin and me, we same age, and we climbed the door closed and hurt my leg. That's only.
You remember that?
I remember that, and that's the time when grandpa died. People was there, you know, children and going in and out, and somehow
I'm skipping around a bit, but I was thinking of those German factories. What was the kind of work? What did they make? What did those
I was on gummishoe, they say gummishoe. It's make shoes.
Ah, okay.
You know, shoes
Uh-huh.
and boots, and they sew like for army some coats and pants and.
You were sewing and making things for the army then, basically.
Yeah, I was working. And the pieces sewing, then you have to sit and flat it out, the little pieces, or cut out for shoes. You have it there, you know.
Yeah.
How you call.
Then you were really actually saved by the Catholic nuns.
Yes, by Catholic nun, I say. Yes.
Did you ever see her again?
No. When I come to America, I don't go back there. I'm not in good health to go along.
No. I suppose the memories aren't all that good that you'd want to go back.
No, I don't want to know good memory. And the nun, maybe who I used to know, maybe they were not in life.
Yeah.
That's 53 years because I'm in America.
Right.
10 years I live in Jackson, and 43 years I live here.
In
In
Albion.
May will be,
43 years here in Albion.
yeah.
Well, that makes you a native,
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
I've discovered, I wasn't born here, and I've discovered that you have to be born here to really be a native.
Oh, yeah.
I
I'm not
think-
boring either.
I think it's that way in every small town. I know it is in my little hometown, so.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything you'd like, what do you think, what would you have to offer for kids these days? What would you say to young high school kids these days? Have you got any words of,
Oh, today children is not like ours was.
no,
It's different, changing.
yeah? Do you have any advice that you would give them, or any, well, they don't like the word advice,
They
but.
don't know. Yeah. Whatever you say to them, they tell you back that your business.
Well, that can be too. I
try to correct. So
Yeah, yeah.
I thank God my children are good. My grandchildren, they grown up and they educated, and I don't have a problem with it.
Well, they got that way for some reason. You did something with them that made them that way.
Yeah, I teach best I know how.
Yeah,
I always told to my daughter, you go to school, you learn, that you not work like me, just work with the mouth and rank.
yeah,
Because I went no school. I
Yeah.
cannot sit by the table writing because I don't know how.
yeah. You don't know how to write.
No,
That's what I thought.
not
So-
American. My language not much I
Yeah.
do either.
Well, you didn't have a chance to
I
learn.
don't have a chance to go to school.
Right.
I have to take care of kids. And when I was 14 years, 15, I went to work.
Sure.
My mother has a baby, she cannot go, and she has to stay home. And I went.
Sure.
Hard work in the field. And
Well, then,
we have to walk maybe 3 miles. We don't have a car to go in the car.
did you ever drive a horse, wagon? Did you ride a horse?
Wagon, yes, sometimes, yes. Yeah, sometimes.
Can you bridle a horse? Can you hitch up a wagon?
No, I know road by myself. No, no, I don't.
Okay.
I get once in a while a ride when we come from work, when
Yeah.
they come and sometimes they pick us up, but not everybody.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious if you had advice for the young this time.
For the young, I don't know what to advise.
Us old ones should be able to come up with something.
Yeah, we're supposed to. Well, if the children go to church,
Go to church, I agree. And go to
only
school,
go to school,
right?
and listen to parents, and parents teach them too.
Parents have to teach
We have
too.
to tell them there's something to do, not just to let it loose. Do
Or
what
say,
you want.
go do that,
Yeah.
without
they-
showing them.
Yeah, and showing
You
them.
have to show them.
Have to show. They're
And another
supposed to
thing-
work. They're lazy today. Did you know when young does come and help you rake a yard or something? I worked for 8 years. Oh, I went to and well, watch cow or sheep or goat or whatever. By people I work.
Sure.
See, when he 8 years, they don't know nothing.
Yeah.
He's still baby.
Yeah,
I work it early
yeah.
and work
Well-
it bis I'm dying.
I think we all,
Yeah.
you and I will.
Yeah.
Have you, can you think of anything I've missed in your, this certainly, I know you had so many experiences that,
Yeah, when we was in the shop, they don't let us much go in it anywhere. We go eat breakfast and then in Lions, then they take us to shop to work. Across the street was where we live.
you eat, worked, and
And
slept,
then-
that was about
yeah,
it.
that's about it. We cannot
Did
go.
many die doing that?
Not in, they not dying in the place where I live.
Yeah,
And get somebody sick
yeah,
to take to doctor. If,
Yeah.
if they help, what they give medicine, okay. And when they no help,
Then
like
they
that
were-
one girl,
they disappeared.
They just disappeared. I was lucky. I don't know how turned out this, they sent her to the to Nazi, I call hospital. When we sent to Catholic.
Oh, there was Catholic hospital and a Nazi hospital.
Yeah, I call
I see.
Nazi.
Well, I understand,
Yeah.
and you were lucky you got to a Catholic
Yes.
hospital, and
I
that's how
wa-
you're alive.
I
and-
was in the Nazi hospital too. I had a appendix, they took out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have a straw pillow, we have a straw mattress. We no laying with German people, no, separate. When the
You didn't get the royal treatment.
no, and when time go to home, they took this
Took your
stitches.
stitches
and I walk maybe 2 miles.
out. You walked home?
Yeah,
Okay.
I walk, oh my God, I thought I know, make it.
Yeah.
Just stay and rest. And I never forget, and then I come home finally to that. I was living, every room was 14 girls, 15 girls.
14 or 15 girls
Yeah,
in a room?
in one
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds like a noisy place.
it was not too noisy.
That too noisy?
Not too
Not
noisy.
too much to laugh
We don't
about.
have not much to laugh because we're hungry all the time.
Well, yeah.
Working all day.
Yeah.
And then later on in summer, they let us go, there's closed woods, we go pick up berries.
Oh, you went to berry picking?
Yeah, picking for
Okay.
the raspberry,
Mhm.
that's what I remember we pick up once in a while. Then they let us go in town for market. They give us a few dollars. And we buy, but when we walk to this town, and these Nazi boys, they spit on us,
They
or
spit on
hurt
you?
us,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
stay with the knife and scare us.
The boys?
The boys, yeah, the Nazi, they
Yeah,
teach
yeah.
them it, they teach them it.
Yeah.
And we have a piece of material says Austin, we cannot go.
You
We have-
identified them.
Yeah,
I see.
everybody has to put it Austin.
What's that?
It's a
pin?
piece of clown, a tree, it's O-S-T, Osten, Ostarbeiter, no, that's we know German,
Oh, okay, that you
yeah,
weren't one of them.
one from there.
Okay.
And Jewish people have a different, it's a Jewish mark.
Yeah,
But you poor Jew, the ticket. I remember when we go to Germany, there was train full with Jew people. We don't know that time what they take there. Children, old, young, all kind ages. And then I see on the television here in America what they took.
Yeah.
And then I thought, see what they took the poor people? I feel sorry for everybody.
Yeah, you get helpless in a situation
Yeah,
like that.
helpless.
You get helpless.
Yeah.
So,
Some German try to hide, when they find out, the German go too.
oh yeah,
They go with the Jew.
yeah.
You cannot hide.
What was behind your decision to come to this country?
Well, we don't want to go back to Soviet Union. We know their life.
Where did you come into this country? What port did you come into? You came on a boat?
No, we came with aeroplane.
Did you?
Yeah, because I have a baby, my oldest daughter. She was 6 weeks old when she come here.
And where did you land? In Detroit, New York?
New York.
New York.
New York, and we're supposed to go to Ohio. We went to Ohio, but a farmer would want to take us.
You had to be sponsored, didn't you,
Yeah.
to come into the country?
Yes,
Yeah.
and that guy, we don't know who he was. He came, we don't speak nothing English that time. The guy came and picked us up. When he drove in town, and then must be out town, and go to the door and ask, he probably thought maybe he find for us place. But he don't find anything. Then he brought us to building, no, hotel, and drop us there. He gave us room, we sit there, and he show us telephone. If telephone ring, as we pick up. He must be trying to ring. While we pick up, he could not speak. But he knew that we still in the room. And then we sit, and I have a baby, hungry.
Oh, dear.
Don't
Oh,
have any
dear.
bottle,
Oh, dear.
don't have milk, don't have water, nothing.
Nothing.
I feed me the breast the time. When you're hungry, then it's nothing come out.
Yeah, that's right.
And then my husband went downstairs and he found was a people eat. Then he came and picked me down,
Mhm.
the baby. And there came two ladies and start to talk. Oh, we don't understand. One start talk German.
Yeah.
Oh, I took with her then. And they take their baby and they gave us food.
Uh-huh.
And the other lady went to the man sit there, play cards, stick, asking for money.
Mhm.
She brought us $10 picked up. Somebody gave $1 or half a dollar.
Yeah, yeah.
And they gave us $2 silver. I still keep it.
Oh, you still have it?
I still have it, yes.
Oh.
And then finally they asked if we have any relatives. Our parents, my husband's parents was in Jackson.
Oh, in Jackson.
In Jackson,
Michigan.
and we
Okay.
told we had the address, and they called from the hotel,
Mhm.
and they told to come.
Mhm.
Then the ladies gave us morning breakfast,
Mhm.
and take us to the train.
Mhm.
We drove from the Ohio
Mhm.
to Jackson.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
yes, it was
Oh.
something.
What a story.
Yeah,
What do you think of Albion?
I like it, Albion.
Good.
Small town I like. I don't like the Detroit too big.
You like a small town.
I like small town.
So do I. So do
Well,
I.
my daughter lives in Detroit.
Does she?
Yeah. The other one in Grand Rapids here, my son in Florida.
Wow. And, well, can you think of any other stories or words of wisdom or?
Oh, story, what to take, I guess everything told. Well, was hard life in Soviet Union, hard work, very hard. I went to work, he and machine dig everything, over in there, people with a shovel. I
With
was
a
a young
shovel.
girl,
Yeah,
yeah,
your
15,
shovel.
16 with a shovel
Right.
to dig.
You were still doing that in your garden when I moved on Manor Drive there, and you were
Yeah.
out shoveling, and I thought, my goodness, that lady.
Yeah,
She did the whole big old garden with a shovel.
yeah, I tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to.
What do you grow in your garden?
I grow tomato, pepper, and like onions. I used to grow potato and cabbage, not anymore, potato and cabbage and all kind of vegetables, so salad and beets and spinach, on a lake. Sort of thing. Squash, too, zucchini, beans. But I don't do big gardening anymore, a little bit. When I have a family, there was everything, garden in there. And now grass, just a little bit there.
Yeah. You kind of cut it down. a
Cut
little.
down, it's too much.
Do you,
Well, corn I used to grow too.
Yeah.
do you cook any of the old recipes, or do you mostly cook
Oh,
American
I
food?
still cook my borscht.
Do you?
Yeah, cabbage roll I make, and pierogi, maybe you know what's this.
Pierogies?
Pierogi what you boil, and
Yeah.
pierogi what you bake with, we like with meat.
Yeah.
So that, I make it too. I make some time for people if they ask me.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, sometimes. In church, a lot of work here in our church when I was young. We prepare food and sell on festival. Now everybody got old and feeling good. We don't have much young people, because usually they work, they don't have time to help.
Yeah.
And they outside live in Battle Creek or Marshall. There's from Lansing sometime come and they don't have time.
Mhm.
And not much left anymore. They pass away. A lot of
Yeah.
it's from our church gone.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. It gets to be a habit.
yeah. We make a lot of capture, lot.
Yeah.
Are you speaking of the Russian church? Or?
Now English everything. English.
But,
Oh yeah, a few people doesn't speak Russian, yes.
but is it, do you attend the Russian church here in Albion or? What?
They say American now,
Uh-huh.
American.
The one on
Was
Austin.
before, I must have,
Oh,
was
that's
before the Russian, but not they say American.
The Ascension Church, is that the
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
Yes, it's,
You have a new,
New priest.
priest out there, yeah.
We just do English, everything now English.
I've met
No
him.
Russian, no Ukrainian, no.
I've met him.
He's nice priest.
Yeah, he is.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Maybe when we take more
Yeah.
on a time.
If you can think of any others,
Yeah, I had a little book and I look all over and I don't know if I give it somebody to read and forgot.
yeah.
That's lots of story. I read a couple of times, like one family went, the Soviet Union come, they were rich, they took all whole family with the children,
Mhm.
somewhere and it's mud up there. They have a hard time there to live.
Mhm.
And but he was very religious people, they pray and pray and pray. And they survived somehow, and then when German come, then they got out, and then he came to Germany, he came to even in Chicago, he came to America.
Mhm.
And I lost the book, I don't know. That's a good story, what I thought I find and I read. Because I don't remember anymore.
Yeah.
It's a lot what you go through, but a lot of time as I read, and I just could not find. I have to look more.
You may find it.
I might find, I might not. If I give somebody to read and just forgot, and I don't know.
You mentioned that you had done a tape recording once, but you can't find that either.
No. I cannot find either. Yeah,
Well-
because my grandchildren, they want to tell me story
Uh-huh.
too, how
Yeah.
life was.
Yeah.
And in a collective, when my father used to work, when I went in field, when they finished picking up, and that's, I forgot to bring wheat. You know how grow wheat.
Yeah.
When
Grow wheat.
I pick up what's left,
Right. Uh-huh.
and I brought it more home. That's my father work whole year no got there. I pick up some corn, I pick up some wheat, pick up some sunflower. A big bag was, and we children, we was happy father go and make oil.
Oh, yeah.
And when come winter time, he gave it to neighbor, change for wood.
You kind of traded back and
Yeah,
forth.
very,
Yeah.
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 Yes, because cold, we freeze to death,
Mhm.
and we don't have
How
oil.
did they heat their house? They have a fireplace?
Yeah, it's fire, you put wood in there or with straw when we don't have a wood.
You didn't have like a stove, did you? Or did you use fireplaces?
It's not the building that you can burn anything in there.
Uh-huh.
Mostly straw,
Yeah.
but you know how busy you cook.
You'd be
All the
busy.
time you have to
fixing
put
straw.
the straw as you cook the soup
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
And they get warm in the house too. But the mother has to stay here the whole morning do it there.
Yeah. Did she make her own brooms for sweeping floor?
Yeah, Yeah, that's what we do.
You made your brooms and wove your own fabric and,
Yes, yes.
and made your own clothes. Did she have a sewing machine or did she do
No,
it?
just a minute hand.
By
needle.
hand, yeah.
No, I have a sewing machine. My uncle had a sewing machine and sometime I took uncle sewed me some skirt or blouse like that. Something come, slip out.
It probably was the kind that went around like this, a crank sewing
In the
machine.
middle,
Oh, you had it with the foot pedal?
the foot pedal.
Oh, well, that
yeah.
was modern.
Yeah, that's so modern. Yeah, and the foot pedal.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Well, I really enjoyed talking with you.
I'm into it too. Yeah.
And I think I told you when we were through, we were gonna go to my house and have a cup of tea.
Oh. It's up to you.
Can you come?
Thanks.
Well,
This was great. This was wonderful. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
doing this for us.
I maybe not prepared right.
it's better not to prepare. It's,
I
Yeah,
talk
this
about,
was
I
very-
talk
this was
about,
very-
and I told you first time, I keep taking and taking and
Yeah.
taking. And I look for the book and I could not find.
Sometimes it's better just to have the serendipity of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I find that people relax and just in
We start with
conversation.
now from the Ukrainian, no clothes, no shoes, we have a boots. Mother go somewhere, I cannot go outside in winter time. And I go, she cannot go outside.
you shared your boots.
On one coat,
Yeah.
she wear it and I wear it. That's
How long
why-
did they keep your father in prison for
For a year,
for a whole year?
yeah, for a whole year. But they don't found anything. He don't burn the house,
Mhm.
so it's my mother no burn. I don't know who did it. I just thought now we have a passing people a lot. Maybe somebody threw cigarettes
Mhm.
on it. The roof was low, not high,
Yeah.
and was straw.
Did you have two floors in your
No,
house? It was all
no.
one floor.
One floor.
Yeah.
So the house belonged to the collective?
No, they won't belong to us. Then when they burn up, then they give to the neighbor our land. We don't have much. We have a small orchard. Was nice. Oh, pears and cherries and plums and apples. Very, very good was apple there. I used to love it. Sometimes I run and steal from the. I keep tell this say, don't you do that? I said, that's my grandpa put it there, not you. Did not much chase me. He knew me very well. And my grandpa and grandma hard work for everything, for Lent
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
to
Then
get-
they could own their own land until they.
Oh, grandma was so mad, she screamed when they come picking up everything. And father locked us in the house. Because he don't want to go in jail because she swear on it.
Yeah.
He don't want her.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, we have no understanding at all of this kind of persecution of people. We just haven't experienced it.
Yeah, a lot of
And
people
thank
go in
goodness that
jail.
we-
Oh, my God.
Thank goodness that we haven't, but
Yeah, put a lot to jail.
yeah,
And some come back and some never.
yeah.
Maybe they die on the hard work and they died there. A lot died
A
there.
lot died of hard work.
For
Well,
hard work,
yeah.
no food, no
Well,
clothes, no food. In the winter time, cut down tree.
mhm,
Hungry, cold, they
yeah,
get sick,
yeah,
no medicine, no nothing.
yeah.
Oh, food is poor. They give it some soup. There's nothing in there. Maybe potato, cabbage, pieces, bread. And the bread is not that great either. Who knows how old the bread?
Yeah,
Which they come over there.
well, you would carve the mold off it, or
Yeah.
knock the bugs out of it and eat it anyhow.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
but they give us soup, it's warm swimming, we took
Oh,
out
yeah.
to need soup.
Well,
That's why in Germany when was
yeah,
German.
yeah,
And
they
with the soup,
ran out of food too.
kohlrabi
Mhm,
or cabbage
mhm,
and most water.
mhm. Yeah,
He was hungry, and bread there was so black, and small piece together. No, survive.
yeah.
My daughter keep telling me, Mother, you survivor.
Yes, I would say so.
How many operation I have, and accident, almost killed, and I come life back.
Yeah, you've been in the hospital this winter, you
Yeah,
said.
I was in the late in the fall, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Wow.
survived. Oh, they treat me, my God, that's first time in my whole life how they treat me good. Day and night, keep a needle, hanging some liquid going
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Day and night, and then all kinds
is that your
spray.
first trip to the hospital?
No, I was not so treated like this one. I kind spray it. Oh, God.
You've been helping students here, you told me, youngsters that were, or people here in town
Oh,
that couldn't speak.
they ask the same thing what you ask.
Yeah,
Yeah, they like to hear how it was.
yeah.
Yeah. We tell them, we
Yeah.
tell.
But you were helping people who couldn't speak English.
They don't speak English, but they try to learn.
Yeah,
There
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a girl, two couple of girls and boys, they know already how Ukrainians say good morning,
Mhm.
dobre utro, or good evening, dobry večer.
Mhm.
They know, he come, give me hand, and try to talk me Ukrainian.
Well,
On Russian, there's one lady Russian, and I'm Ukrainian, she teach them Russian, I teach them.
well, you,
Try to say, but I'm not educated, see, I never went to school. I started, but I never finished.
never had a chance to
Never
finish.
have chance.
Who taught